Hey, what's going on, my little dragons? How are we all feeling today? It's a pleasure to see you all here today, man. I'm so grateful and happy for those of you who watch my videos. Some of you really love my videos. I love you all so very much, man. You guys are all amazing. You guys are awesome. Let me know down in the comments below, man, if you are feeling good. Don't forget to punch a like and hit that subscribe button. So I hope your little dragon out so very much. Now today we are going to be talking about something I just wanted to share. I just want to chill out here and just talk and share some thoughts that I have of this world and of my life, and maybe some of these things might be useful to some people if you guys want to implement some of these things into your life. It's just one of those, man. I've done a few of these a lot of times, and now this is also going to be on that list. So hey, cool, chill. Now, today, what we're going to talk about is, I know a lot of you who are watching my videos are like school kids, you know, a lot younger people. So what I wanted to say was I wanted to talk about something that's really important that a lot of people miss out, you know, when they ever tell you something, your parents, teachers, peers. So many people miss out some important, vital points in our lives, and no one ever mentions this, but I believe, and this is my own belief, is that however much your books, what you're learning, your teachers, your parents, all of these things are, however much they are important, on the other side, that's only half. You know, on the other half, who you are friends with, the boys that you hang around with, that is also very, very important, man. Who you're spending your time with, what you do, and what kind of things do you guys talk about, and what kind of activities you guys indulge in really dictate what happens in your life even afterwards, man. And it's very, 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 very crucial, I believe, and I'm starting to believe it right now. I'm 25 years old. I know what you're thinking, but I'm 25 years old, and for me right now, because these are the things that I wish I knew, and right now I believe, like, the great stuff that I probably have missed in my younger years, in my teenage years growing up, was the fact that friends was not that right for me. You know, the friends that I used to associate myself with were not right for me, and there was mostly people that don't want to associate with me is what I grew up with the most. Nowadays, because I've gotten around, got to meet new people, got to make new friends in different, you know, aspects and different places, who are interested in different things and who have different sort of characters. Now I've just started to understand how important it is to have a friend, you know, someone on your side all the time. No, just not one friend, 2, 3, 4, however many you can have, but friendship is such a vital thing, man. And another thing is, recently I was working with this officer. So he's a retired officer. He was talking to me, and he was telling me a lot of stories. You know, a lot of the times, you know, he had to, the kind of criminals and all those things that he had to, the problems that he had to face, and the people that were on his side. So many things that he was telling me. There's some fun stories. I'll tell you one day on here as well. He was telling me some, like, there's some haunted story. There's some crazy stuff, man. There's some crazy stuff. Like, there was an officer. He's like, you know how crazy it is, and he used to work in the borders and stuff. So he's had so many mad experiences, seen some mad things. You know, guns, knives, like that level kind of stuff. But he told me something very interesting, and what it was is that a man can only have 2 best friends, and he's like, one is a dog and one is a machine. That's what he told me, and it was always in my mind. That was the thing that I remember the most clearly. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was a lot older than me, obviously. But he was telling me that, and he's told me that a few times. He kept mentioning it within what he was explaining. He was like, a man can only have 2 best friends, a machine and a dog. And I was thinking, like, I was really trying to, like, comprehend that. And the more I think about it, I get where he's coming from, but I don't agree with that. I think, no, you know, you can only really, really strongly, truthfully, friend is something completely different. You can love a dog, you can love a machine, but friend is something completely different. A person that you're going to share everything with. It's a soldier, like a soldier. You and him are going to be like soldiers. He's going to stand with you, face his world. He's going to, if anyone puts his hand on my shoulder or my collar. He's gonna put his hand on that guy's neck. That kind of friend, you know. I think only someone of the same age and the same gender can ever be your friend, you know, that's why I believe, for me, someone of the same age, same gender, and who's sexually attracted to the opposite gender, that kind of person, so just like me, that's the person that I think friendship mostly suits. Other things, platonic love towards other things and other people, the platonic love you can have towards your machine, phone, whatever, your TV, or a dog, or a cat, or any animal, horses, whatever, and other people, people of all ages, old people, young people, everybody, it's platonic love that you can have. I understand it, you know, we all say friend for everything, but friend, like truthfully a friend, someone who's there for you in everything, is going to stand by you, that power, I think it's something completely different, man. I really do believe in true friendship, and I envy that so much when I see true friends, especially in movies, or when I see like true friends sticking with each other all the time. I really do envy that, and I always wanted to know like where to go and find those true friends. Not everybody's going to be your friend, but where to go and find true friends who would stick by you, who would never let go of you, would never leave your side, never talk bad about you behind your back, always stay loyal to you, and no matter what happens, that bonding will never break. That's something I really, really value, and I think in human life, I think that's one of the most valuable things. Like how your connection with your father, that's something so special, valuable. Your mother, that's something so special, valuable. Siblings, people you meet, everything is so valuable. And aside of that, friendship has its own strong value. You know, I do believe in that. So, yeah. So some people are struggling to meet friends, and not everybody that you spend your time with is you know, has to be your friend as such. Not necessarily. You know, just because they're the same, as I said, like same age, same gender, that does not mean that they are always your friends. They're always going to stick by you. You can get along with people, you know, you can be nice and friendly with people. Friend is something completely different. But I think that stage is very important. Having a lot of people that you spend your time with, and then someone you know that is loyal, that you can stick with, that have the same interest as you, and you know, you guys always be together, strong, powerful, like a force. I think there is something special about that. So that's why I wanted to make this video, just talking about it, highlighting it, and showing my love towards real powerful friendships, man. And hopefully I can help you guys, you know, give you some tips, just a few tips of how and where to go to make friends, and how to find people of the same interest as you. I just wanted to do that in this video, man. That's all it is. If you're gonna listen, you're gonna listen. That's wonderful. If you're not gonna listen, that's fine. If you find your own ways, that's also fine. But these are just my ways. So let's get into it, man. Okay, so let's get into the first step. Now, something interesting for us is that I say this, a lot of people are like, really, anyone who doesn't do like martial arts, boxing and stuff, because I'm a fighter, I do boxing, it's going to be kind of interesting for you to listen to this, but hear this out. Boxing, the guys who I've fought with in the ring or sparred with and had a really hard, rough sparring with, those were the guys that showed me the most amount of love. Those people who showed me any love. I would ask him for a bottle of water, he will buy me a bottle. I would just ask him for a sip. He gives me money, say, like, here you go. Someone was calling something out to me. We were in a fight a couple of years ago. I haven't been competing in a while, which I will be getting into, but let's talk about that later. I was in a fight, and in the tournaments, there was these guys like yelling something at me, and this guy who I used to spar a lot in the ring, who you would assume, if you see us sparring, because we used to go crazy sparring, you would assume that, okay, these two don't get along. The first person to go out there and yell in their faces, and he looked like he wanted to go and punch them, was that guy. Really was, I promise you. I'm not saying fight, I'm not escalating fighting or telling you to fight, but I'm just saying that love, like, don't say anything about it, and that brotherly love that he was showing. So fighting and sports really bring that out, man. Anything that really like pushes your testosterone, like adrenaline, like something like force, powerful, I really think that really brings friendships together. So like dangerous activities like, you know, mountain biking, you know, down the mountains, crazy activities, parkour as well, martial arts, boxing. So these sort of things I think really help bring people together so well. So that's one thing. So if you want friends, get involved in some sort of sport. So football, boxing, anything, basketball, any sports, because and you'll have something to talk about. One, you definitely have something to talk about. Two, if you're playing like a team sport, you would be friends with everybody on the team. You will hang out together, go chill out together, go for food together. After your games, you just chill out and talk about it. If you played really well, you guys will, get together, talk, mess around, and have fun, have a great time. And if you win and you're the reason for winning, you get to talk about that, and they'll love you, they'll pick you up, all of that stuff, all that great stuff will happen if you are, in some sort of sport. So first thing is a good thing is sports, any sort of sports. If you don't know, if you're not really picky with any sports, you would pick absolutely any sport. You just want to make some friends. I would say definitely get involved in some sort of fighting sport or martial arts, man. Because one, you would improve and you'll get stronger and you'll get more confident. Two, other people would see that, and if they see that you're training hard and you're really cool and stuff, they'll want to talk to you more. They want to ask you for advice. They'll talk to you about fitness. There's big conversations that can happen out of that. Who your favorite fighters are and all the things. So many things that can build up from that. And three, if they spar you, it's interesting. I don't know how it works, but if the guys that spar you, and that's what friends do, when friends mess around with each other, start fighting each other and all of that. That's not really them fighting each other. That's just, it's friendship. It's a bro thing, we're all doing it as bros. We're all just chilling out. I told you I'm 25, so when me and some of my friends, we have a few drinks or something, we end up fighting each other. But then after the drinks, we hug it out, chill out, and we sit there watching a movie, yelling and screaming and all of that stuff. Like those moments, it's not wasting time, and that's another thing I want to talk about. Spending time with your friends, it's really good mental clarity, right? All the nonsense that happens, like work-related stuff, other things, people that annoy you. There's so many things in this world that give you a lot of stress. And I think the biggest stress relief is just talking to your friend, hanging out with your friend, sharing these pain with your friend and him sharing it with you, and it will just eliminate. When I say something to a friend, I'll be like, bro, this happened and all of that. I'll be like, oh, fuck them, bro. Tell him to go do this, tell him to go do that, and all of that stuff. When he says all of that, it clears your mind a bit, but it cools you down. So I think that's another reason. So friendship is very, very, very vital in that aspect as well. It's a good stress relief with your friends, and you discuss important things with them. Also, and important things, life, and they can come with you. If you're going to go to an interview and you're really nervous to go in or something, your friend, he can come with you. You can wait in the lobby, you can wait downstairs in the waiting room or something, but just the fact that he's there with you will give you that confidence. So it's always powerful to have your friends. And sports really bring powerful bondings, and especially fighting sports, I've seen it myself, really brings that bonding in. And you stick by each other. When he goes into the ring and he's sparring with somebody else, he's confident that you are there, so if anything happens to him, you will jump in. It's just a confidence thing. It's like a mind thing, it's a mental thing. But the fact that you are there will give him that confidence, and the fact that he will be there will give you that confidence. So definitely sports is number one. So getting involved in some sort of sports. The more dangerous ones, it's crazy for you guys to sit down, chill out and talk about it afterwards. And there's so much for you to talk about, man. So that's number one. Now, number two is quite interesting. Well, I would say anywhere social places, where guys your age hang around, There's places in my city where there's games and all sorts of things there. The kind of crowd that go there, they're more they have more of that free mind, they have more playful mind. They like to enjoy themselves more. So when you go and you meet some people there, and you build a friendship and you build some sort of connection with those guys. And also, if you guys have the same passions as well. But before that, the games, so guys who like to just enjoy the weekend, so you can chill out with those people. So these are the guys. So this is most of my friends now. So my friends, they like to go out to arcades, they like to go out to clubs, bars, parties, this sort of crowd. So people that have the same interest in terms of fun sort of interest, they like to chill out, they like to go to this place, they like to travel, those kind of guys. So finding them, I think the best places to find them is, one is social clubs, social places, two is parties, clubs, and yeah, they can hang around in bars more so where your age group hangs around. So when you go there, you just find them, you start speaking to them. Yes, bro, where are you from? I'm from here, blah blah blah. Yeah, man. What's been happening and stuff? And if you have something to talk about, if the football that your favorite team won, you can talk about that. If there is a game, you'd be like, bro, I'll give you a game on this. If there's a pool table there, I'll give you a game on this. Come, if there's table tennis there, you'd be like, I'll give you a game on this. And then from there, you could talk and build that friendship. I'm like, you know what, this guy's a cool guy, yo. And then be like, so you chilling next weekend, or where you at, or we're all going down there, you should join. And if you have a group and they have a group, you can boom, connect the group. You have a much bigger group and you can all go out, have fun, create new memories, man. Enjoy yourselves like that. Go barbecue. Yo, that was one of the best experiences I had. Barbecues and just games and motorbikes and crazy, man. Stuff like that. So fun. That's another thing. Like some friends are just for fun. Some friends are to stick by you all the time. They're best friends, close guys. Some people are just platonically, you know them, and you just go out, have fun together, chill out together, have a great time, talk. That's it, man. Number 3. Now this one is interesting. So this one is like, if you are passionate about doing a certain, if there is a field of work that you may be interested in, I think that this one really supports that. Because if you are like interested in like videography, photography, then you can make friends with those kind of people, and you guys can work together and you can make money together doing that, Currently I'm trying to work with like film guys. As you know, I do acting as well, so I'm trying to connect with, that's like the people that are the most suitable for me in this moment in time to make friends with, because those guys are more interested in making films, and they want that to be their career. That's what they studied and that's what they want to do. So they're full-time thinking about that. And I think that's really good, because let's say because so let's say there's a musician, for example. I'm just giving an example. I'll give you an example of me in a minute. But when there's a musician and he wants to make music and make songs, right? He goes about composing and all of that. And then there's another guy who wants to be a lyricist and a singer. Now, if these two become good friends, boom, that's a magic. Yes or no? Right? The more they work together, the more they meet up, the more they talk and interact and build things up, the better it is for both of them. They can both benefit from it. And from there, they can both be successful. You can be a successful musician. This guy can be a successful singer, like that. So that's one example. Now, film example. If I'm working with another guy who's interested in the direction and all of that side, and he wants to bring his people, make films and stuff, and write stories. Now, let's say I'm someone who wants to write stories and I want to act. That's what I want to do. So me and him working together, the more we meet, the more we talk, the more we build up on stories, build up on the characters, and we connect. That's going to be a wonderful friendship. Like, is it Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio? They're friends and they've been working for this long. Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, they've been friends and they've been working for this long. See, that friendship, because it's a perfect friendship, it works like so perfectly. It fits the puzzle so perfectly. It's like a match made in heaven, basically. It's wonderful. It connects, and that from there, the more you collab, the great things will happen, man, and money will be a thing. For now, obviously, I haven't made any money. Oh, I've made money out of acting, but not like in this aspect. So working with like these guys, I haven't started to make any money yet, but that's what makes it even better, because they're not like people at the top that are trying to pull me and help me, and I'm not at the top helping them. No, we're both at the same exact level, but we're both good in different things. So when we connect with each other, boom, now we can grow together. I think that's the most healthiest way in this generation. I think that's the most healthiest way for friendships to happen, and that's the most healthiest way for growth to happen. So that's a thing, that friendship really is vital. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. Those 3 things. One was sports. So you connect, you sports. The more you work out from the fitness aspect, everything will be great. Great experiences, great things will happen for you. That's one. Number 2 is fun. Have fun, parties and those kind of friends. Then you go to those social events. There's social clubs for that, for you to go and make friends. There's like chess club, there's this club. Even technically like fighting comes under that as well, but like social places, social events. So people have the same passion as one, and then there's people that have the same sort of interest. So in terms of just having fun, that sort of interest, what they like to do in the weekend. So those kind of people. And then there's who want to do something as a profession, as a professional thing. So like actors and whatever, like business people that want to be in the same business and they work together. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. So friendship is such a powerful thing. There's one more story. I just want to share this story with you. So there's a story. I don't know how to clearly explain it, but basically I'll just quickly summarize the story. So there's 8 people on an island, and 2 guys, and they were just put there by people on top, and they just wanted to see what they were doing. 2 guys, all they were doing is they were trying to impress the people on top. The people on top, they were just trying to show like he can do everything he wants to do. He goes into the wild, he gets some berries, and he doesn't show anyone. He knows the secret to where the berries are, the ones that are not poisonous. He knows how to get hold of clean water. He knows how to filter the water. So he knows a few things. And then another guy, he knows something for himself. He goes in that corner in one side and he's there being selfish. This guy's in this side being selfish. And they expect to survive, but they get weaker. Day by day, they're actually getting weaker. The other 6 guys, what they decided is, you know what? I'm good at one thing, you know. I can cook something. I can set up a fire. I'm good at that. The other guy, he's good at catching fish. The other guy, he's good at making a boat or making like a raft or something to capture things. Or guys are good at making like the shelter, like something to cover up so they can sleep in there without having too much exposure to the sun. So a nice cool place. Another guy knows how to, you know, get some clean water. So these guys all connect together. So the one guy builds, and then he uses the other guys, and they help him build. And then they all go into the water together. One guy catches the fish, and then they bring it back. One guy cooks it. These guys are all chilling out, sit around the fire. They're all sitting there talking, having a great time. So they're not even worried. They're not trying to impress anyone. They're not worried about anything. They know, even if they knew that they were going to die on that island, they're like, okay, you know what? Is there anything I can do about that? No. We're stuck in this island? No. Okay. No worries. That's fine. I'm here with my friends. From the time being, we're all going to sit together. We're all going to chill together. We're going to eat together. We're going to have a great time, talk about some stuff, talk about our own stuff, and we're going to look after each other. If a wild animal comes in, we all stick together and we fight the animal together. If we're going to go hunting, we all go hunting together. It's all great. So those guys are the ones that actually make it, and even the people on top, everybody just sees it as that, like how they connect and they love it. And then those guys were the ones that won that competition kind of thing. They gave them a competition. It was those 6, and those 6 were actually the least smartest out of all of them. It was something I heard before, and it was quite interesting, and it shows the power of friendship. So yeah, that's what I'd say. So friendship, I don't even know when is friendship day. There is a friendship day, I believe, and I don't know when that is, but for me, every day is friendship day. Friendship is one of the most powerful, one of the most beautiful relationships in mankind, I believe. True friendships, platonic friendships is such a beautiful thing. I have, and I always respect and cherish throughout my whole life. Just imagine me and a friend in about, I don't know, 25, so about 60 years, so we'll be 85 years old. Grandkids are just minding their own business, our wives, and then our kids, and then their kids or grandkids, they're all mind their own business. He has a house in one side. We used to talk like that with my friends. He has a house, we're in the woods. He has a house, he's got a few dogs, he's got a few cars, he's got his family and all of that. Me, I got my dogs, my house, my family. We all come together, everybody. They're all friends, even the dogs, they're all friends. And then me and him, I got my arm around his shoulder and I'm like, bro, you remember this, remember the time when we did this, remember the time when we went hunting, remember the time when we were young and we were just rebels. How crazy was that, man? And at that time, hopefully, you know, I have my YouTube and all that, and we're just watching my videos and just laughing, looking at me like at this age, just being all playful, jumping around like this. Like that, you know, when I'm 85, I won't be able to do that, but just be chilling here and watching and laughing at myself right now. That is amazing, man. So yeah, true friendships. That's one way to talk about that. Interesting topic. Not many people talk about this, but I think it's very, very vital. So yeah. Hopefully you guys take something from this, man. Hopefully. And yeah, I know I've spoken on this from a male perspective. I think female perspective is good. Females' friendships I really do respect because I've seen a lot of it and they do stand by each other no matter what. I've had a lot of guy friends who like just leave. They just wait for the opportunity, or they're just with me because they, you know, obviously they're not going to go to places by themselves. They need someone to go with, kind of thing. So those kind of guys I've had in the past. So I understand that. But girls, I see them as really, they're really protective with each other. So I think it's more suitable for guys. Guy friendships, we need more work, man. I need to find more good friends, you know, that stick by you no matter what. But yeah, I see a lot of good female friendships. For them, you know, they have their own activities or whatever. You know, I think this, yeah, sports could bring them together as well. Not a pro in that. I'm just talking from a male perspective. But friendship is important for everybody, even girls. Like them friends with girls, girls that are friends with other girls, very important. Boys friends with boys, very important. So same gender platonic friendships is so powerful and very vital in life, man. So from any age, from childhood, that would be the best thing ever, man. If you can have a best friend from like when you were 5 years old, that first memory is you and your friend, and you grow up together, and your whole life you're together. You went to school together, you went to college together, you went to work together, you trained in the same football team together, you fought nationally together. It's just mad. Like, best friends like that, like you're always like twins, but you never separate. You know, you always have each other in the hardest moments of your life, in the greatest moments of your life. You're always together. He's the loudest to clap when you win something. The person that claps the loudest in the room will be him. And when you are not, you know, things are not going well for you, the person that's going to talk to you and, you know, get your mind clear your mind, even if it means slapping you across the face and telling you to get your, you know, stuff together. That's what true friend is. I had one friend, like I was really scared to do like some flips in gymnastics. He's like, look, he didn't have to do this, and he's like, look, you are not going anywhere until you do this, right? And you are going to do this. I know you can do it. You're just being a little coward. You are going to do this now. And he made me do it, and I did it, and he was like, wow. And now I have it forever because I was able to do it, because he gave me that confidence and he made me do it. It's like same with all the acting stuff. Like some people look at it as they were helped by certain people, certain guys that went and helped them. So they feel like, okay, you're trying hard, so therefore I should be in the position that somebody else was, and they helped me. That's the way I would be to help you. So how they have helped and worked towards getting, you know, the high echelons of their careers, they look at people below them, yeah, and they will want to come over and help you. Some people are like that, and they want to make friends with you, which is great. Not everybody's like that, but some people are like that, and I've seen some people that were quite helpful with me as well. Some people who like my work, who want to work with me as well. So I know friendships is everywhere. So finding true friends and finding the right friends is very, very vital in life. So never ignore that. Don't just be lonely. If you have no friends, sometimes instead of having bad friends, toxic friends, not everybody, there are toxic friends. You just need to be careful of that. But true friendship is something to value, and I always value it and I always respect it. If you're someone who wants to find out, I think just go find out, talk to people, make friends, connections, and see what works for you, see what doesn't work for you. No one says you have to be friends with the people that you do not want to be friends with. You are not obligated to be friends with people that you do not want to associate yourself with anymore. You have to make mistakes. Making mistakes is the whole point of life. That without making mistakes, you will make mistakes, learn from the mistakes, but no, have the right people around you and associate yourself with the right people. Have fun, have lots of fun, hang out, go places, create experiences, learn things, find your strengths, find your weaknesses, and help them. He will find his strength, he will find his weakness. Pep talk each other, you know, build that strength in each other, and even start your own career together, man. That's my wish for all of you, and that's my wish for myself. So one love everybody, man. And me and you, we're always friends. You know me, man. I'm your brother. I love you. You're all my little dragons, and I've got you for me. So that's what I got. So that's a big thing for me. Thanks so much for watching, my little dragons. I love you all. You're amazing, man. You're amazing. Yeah, before I go, links to my training videos, links to my playlist will be down in the description below. please go over there and check those out and show your love to those videos. And yeah, I've been good, man. I've not been doing as many like videos and reactions as I normally used to do. Why? You're actually gonna bother to ask why? Just been a bit busy, and also like the filming and all that side is also happening, and other things I have to do before it's too late. So there's things I need to fix, some hard things, sad things, but I'm working towards it. You know, I'm working really hard to. First of all, it's quite a shock for me to even comprehend some of those things, but I'm trying slowly, and I'm building myself up, and I'm building my knowledge up in certain aspects. So once everything's going right, we'll be good, man. We'll be good. So that's what I've been busy doing for this long, but I want to have more time. Of course, I'm here. I want to give more of my time here to this YouTube. Yeah, no, it's not growing as fast as I may expect, but I don't mind, you know, even if it's some of you that love watching my videos, that's all I need, man. So I would still be giving my full in these videos. That's what I'll always, basically that's what I've done, and that's what I will do. So everything is going well. And films, I'm also working on some projects, so that should be good, man. That should be good. I love you. Stay home, stay safe, stay blessed. Stay also, my little dragons, and I will see you in the next video, man.